Bulldog, just a freshman out of Booker T. Washington High School in Tulsa, had 12 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists in the victory against Gardner-Webb on Thursday.
Forced that shot up with the shot clock working against him, but Juwan Parker able to get it home.
On the shot clock for the Catamounts. Sinclair has it. Lost the dribble. Sumler picks it up and fires the three, and he banks it in.
Juwan Parker for the Bulldogs, and then Trey Sumler.
Charles Mann off the iron, and Sumler gets the rebound.
Georgia not a very good three-point shooting team, only about 32% from three-point range on the season. Western Carolina settling into that zone defense, trying to force the Dogs to beat them over the top.
And Georgia's dead last in the conference, averaging just 4.3s per game.
And more to come, no doubt. Yeah. It is interesting, amazing.
Catamounts have missed 3 of their last 4 shots. Sumler's taken only 1 shot so far in this ball game. He is their leading scorer at 17.8 points per game, which is number 5 in the Southern Conference. And that 1 shot was the banker that he put in, and his second shot is a swisher that he puts in. A couple of 3-point baskets. Actually, that will be a 2, pardon me, and it's a 1-point lead for Western Carolina.
Trey Sumler using that screen, the pick and roll situation, and Trey Sumler able to pull up, knock home the jumper. Brandon Morris, a tough defender. A lot of length that Sumler's having to deal with, but able to shake free and get that last basket.
Sumler is a great story. We'll have more on his story as we go throughout the afternoon. He brings it up the floor. Catamounts leading by 1. Brummett lost the dribble and knocked out of bounds by their piece of news for them, and not good news.
Yeah, but I think it kind of helps them to get closure on that situation and know that Hairston will not be back.
How about Sumler? Second three-pointer that he has banked in, and he has a team leading and could not get the close shot to fall. Bulldogs have outscored the Catamounts 11-2 off the bench.
Dangerous pass there by Boggs, but able to squeeze it in to Sumler.
Sumler goes past Eccles. I think that's a matchup they like there. Sumler,
one of the best one-on-one players in America, going
on him, and the 4th team foul on Georgia. Tanglewoods to a cutting Sumler. Sumler being matched up against Thornton now. So they got the much longer Thornton covering him. And 10 points today, 1,645 for his career. He's on pace to finish 3rd all-time at Western Kentucky and would pass number 3 scorer Kevin Martin, the most famous player in Western Kentucky history, who's now in his 9th season in the NBA and now with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tanglewoods off the mark on the 3-point attempt, and over and back is going to be the call on Western Carolina. If you don't have CSS, you're missing out on some of the best in live college sports, including SEC men's and women's basketball. Contact your provider. Mark Fox says they need to get something for. He hit that shot right there at the buzzer. He has 5 so far today. Sumler sinks it. 13 for Sumler, his 3rd three-pointer. Here's a guy who dropped 29 on Oregon in his first game.
They're a little bit scrambled, but this guy here needs to float over to Sumler, make sure that he doesn't get that sort of space when he catches the basket. Boggs knocks down a 3.
Jurisic. Thornton off his hands, and Western Carolina comes down the floor. A chance to take their largest lead. Boggs off the mark. Offensive rebound, put back, and the Catamounts lead by 10. Thornton, shot contested and blocked, and Sumler has it for Western Carolina.
Georgia cranking up their energy level here lately.
Sumler off the inbounds. That's the second time they burned Georgia on that inbounds play today.
Bulldogs just not taking advantage of these free throw shooting opportunities.
Rhett Harrelson dribbling the ball, gives it up to Sinclair. Sumler leads all scorers. He has 16 today, 6 of 8 from the floor, 4 of 5 on his threes. Man, he's smooth. I really like watching Trey Sumler play. He's got 18 now. Number 5 scorer in the Southern Conference.
Western Carolina has had a pretty comfortable lead for most of this second half. They started with a 8-0 run here in the second half as the score was tied at halftime. And the Catamounts have controlled it as we get down the last 8 minutes of the ballgame.
Alley-oop and a finish at the rim by Boggs. Buries a three-pointer and a 10-point lead again for Western Carolina. And the basket will count.
Nimi Jurisic from way out, an NBA range three-pointer, drills that, but Western Carolina comes right back. Trey Sumler, tough young man, responding to the Jurisic three by getting into the lane, lofting in a two-point shot of his own, and getting an old-fashioned three-point play here.
Sumler is the number 4 free throw shooter in the Southern Conference at 83.5%.